Have you ever bought anything and then immediately realized that you had messed up? I did that. Not a big purchase, though. It's the Servo Ultra 700. This is a cell phone that you can find on AliExpress. And I found this cell phone that comes with a USB A to C cable, a lanyard, a case, and an iPhone-esque looking, BlackBerry-esque looking phone for $17. $17. Backstory. My 12-year-old son got caught downloading and playing games that were above his age group, and therefore got his iPhone SE taken away. And we didn't want to, we wanted him to still be able to text his friends, make phone calls like he's 12. Social stuff is important. So yeah, we thought, hey, we don't want him, hey, look, it's me. We don't want him texting on like i9, is that what it was called, on the Nokia Snake phones? But let's get him something with a full keyboard. And $17? How can you go wrong? You can't, right? You can. you absolutely can. But this thing has like NFC, supposedly. And 4 SIM capability by ripping off the back of this thing. And you have 4 SIM slots, and you can do a micro SD card for storage. Not sure what the hell you're going to do with the storage, because what are you going to store? This thing doesn't have any apps or games or anything. But I'll tell you what it does have, and this is fun as hell. Build quality real quick. It's plastic, but it feels substantial. It feels like a pretty okay phone. Of course, obviously, it's probably not. But it does have USB-C. And it does have the ever-elusive headphone jack. Don't know what you're going to do with the headphone jack. There's no Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, none of that on here. So, again, I'm not sure what you're doing with the headphone jack. Well, there is one thing. I'll get to that. But I'll tell you what's really fun. This phone is not turned on. I can hit the buttons. It's not on. And the size of the phone, it is very BlackBerry-ish. This is just a fun device, though. There's a button. There's a little slider right here. The phone's not on, but it has a flashlight at the top. Woo! Like, it's got a flashlight slider, and that's a good flashlight. It's a really good flashlight. Kind of exciting. There is a music button on here. Check this out. So, as you can see here, there's an FM button and a music button. I don't know about the music button. I haven't really dove in that far, but the FM button, oh yeah, you guessed it. Let's turn this thing on. Servo. Hooray. And on the back, it starts lighting up. And there's indicator lights here. There's little lights that light up and do stuff and let you know like something's happening on your phone. So you can go face down, ass up, that's the way I like to, and still know there's something going on your phone because of those indicator lights right there. That's kind of cool. Like, so far, so good. $17. How can we go wrong? We got full keyboard capability. It's pocketable. It's nice. Here's one thing that's annoying. You have to unlock the phone by hitting the unlock button here and then immediately hitting A. And then it unlocks to this beautiful screen. Can you see that top thing that says no service and then insert SIM 3 times? And we'll get there. Let's hit the FM button.
That is a result of our efforts. But as a result of His grace working through us, and it's so exciting. It's so exciting because that means that we're not so long while there was no doubt. Bible believing, saving, walking good.
Tell you what's funny. I don't know how to turn it down. Like, I've tried a million things. I can't figure it out. Okay. I know how to turn it off. I can't figure out how to turn it down. But anyways, the FM radio, good times. That's pretty cool that it does that without like needing headphones. And the speaker was decent too. Okay, so this has an MP3 player on it. So if you have an SD card with music on it, you can hit the music button and you can go through your music. That's pretty cool. So much fun stuff here. We've got an alarm. We've got alarm stuff on here. You can set alarms. We got the menu with all the cool, like, stuff. Phone book, messaging, call center, FM radio, camera, file manager, multimedia, video player. We got a video player on here. We got a video recorder, image viewer. We got a sound recorder even. I need a memory card to make that work. We've even got an F1 racing game. Dodge or crash. I'm going to take a picture. This is the video quality. Those are chickens. I don't know if you can tell. Movement makes everything bad. Everything real bad. Real bad. The camera's super, super bad, so just, again, no one's going to rush out and buy this. It's not going to happen. I would have said absolutely rush out and buy this if you need a dumb phone. By the way, this is what writing a message looks like. Hello, folks. And then, you know, you hit options and you can send to, so you can write the message out and not even send it to anybody yet. You can then choose, you know, where it's going. Instead of choosing a name, you just start writing a message to no one and then send it to someone. But here's the problem with the Ultra700. This was fun. You know, I really like this thing. Like, I really, really, really like this. Like, it's nostalgic and it's super pocketable, and it's actually really nice, and it's built really well. And for $17, I really don't have any complaints about this phone at all. Except it only works on 2G towers. There's no 3G. There's no 4G. There's no LTE. There's no 5G. Which means, where I live, there's no using this as a phone at all. 2G towers don't exist. 3G towers have been shut down. There's no way to use this, to my knowledge. I've only tried T-Mobile, but I've went everywhere T-Mobile, and T-Mobile's very prevalent in my area. Never anywhere that I drove did this ever pick up service because it's 2G only. So I assume in other countries 2G towers are still up, but in the United States, they're not. So ultimately, I wasted $17. Ultimately. It was still fun, and it made for a fun video. And anybody who's like looking at this on AliExpress, I can at least help them today and be like, listen, make sure you have 2G towers so you can text and call before you go out and rush to grab the Ultra700 from Servo. Honestly, a pretty cool device, but absolutely useless here in Ohio for me. Obscure Tech, you've been warned. Unless you just want a fancy FM radio or live in a country with 2G towers, stay away. Obscure Tech, peace out.